Hello and welcome to Cheap Weekly Thrills. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 82nd week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. For those who don't know, Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I find small indie games that have been released on Steam in the past week for $5 or less and review them. This week is Boulders Puzzle by developer and publisher Farewell Games. Boulders Puzzle is a challenging logic puzzle game where you position, rotate, and roll blocks to reach the end goal. You play as a single block that rolls around each stage, but your goal is to connect with other blocks to create shapes that will help assist you reach the end. By connecting with other cubes, you can transform into different cuboids that help assist you with reaching difficult places that you weren't able to reach before. But watch out, add too many other cubes and it may hinder your movement, so try to keep an eye on where you are, what you need, and how you're going to get to the next level. Even though that there are only 10 levels, the fun does not end there. Try a hand at creating your own levels with the level editor and challenge your friends to see who can complete it in the least amount of moves. Boulders Puzzle is a well-polished and bug-free game where you can spend a lot of time in it. The controls are easy to use, using the standard WASD keys to maneuver and the mouse to click through the menus. For the first time, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but this is one of the cheapest games that we've reviewed that has one of the most comprehensive settings menus that I've ever seen. From individual audio levels to resolution sizes to additional settings like camera shake and more. This helps solidify that if you're making a game, making a full settings menu is not that difficult and makes the world of difference to the players. And if you're making a game that doesn't even have half the amount of settings, you really need to consider what you're doing. I'm really tired of justifying developers who don't put in the extra time of programming because I can't tell you how much of a difference quality-wise that makes both the game and developer look when you don't put in some rather basic features. But I'm absolutely blown away by these settings because they really make the game feel like you're in control versus locking off a game with no feature changes available, all because the developer didn't feel like it or because they ran out of time. However, with all games, there are a few things that I do need to discuss that aren't quite perfect. As previously discussed, Boulders Puzzle is a very, very challenging game. The game lacks a tutorial level that discusses controls and lacks helpful tips showing the player how to line up to other blocks to maneuver to difficult places. The game just kind of drops you and you have to figure it out yourself. As much as I do understand that being a method of teaching and learning, I found myself mindlessly, well rather occasionally, pressing keys to roll myself into different outcomes than when I was actually trying. So either like a hint button or further explanations at the beginning to help elaborate and inform the player on what types of methods that they can try if they ever get stuck would be very helpful. The other thing that I noticed is that when I tried out the level editor, the controls weren't intuitive, and to find out what controls to use, you had to exit the editor, get to the home page, find controls in the menu, and then you would be able to learn how to operate the editor. That being said, that's it. That's the only thing that I could genuinely find that was at least a minute nuisance during my review. The game is fun, has great music and sound effects, has an incredible settings menu where you can find absolutely anything that you could ever dream of. And did I mention that there's a level editor? That's awesome. And what else is a dream about Boulders Puzzle is its price. At the time of recording, Boulders Puzzle is 74 cents, a 25% off sale that lasts until October 9th, where it will then return to its original $1 price tag. Not sure if you want to pick up the game? Try out the free demo first to see if Boulders Puzzle is a good fit for you. With simple yet effective graphics, great sound design, amazing attention to detail, and tons of replayability with the level editor, it's hard to go wrong with Boulders Puzzle. Thank you for watching this review of Boulders Puzzle. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a message down in the comments section below. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Don't forget to check out our brand new Discord server as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later in the 83rd week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. Bye-bye!